Frankfurt's famous Römer building has been transformed. Or is it just a trick of the light? Words and abstract patterns form and reform on the facade of the 15th century former town hall and on Römerberg Square. Onlookers become part of this installation. Light artist Philip Geist's video mapping show called Frankfurt Facades tells stories about the city. In preparation, city residents sent him words that they associate with their Römerberg Square.
Some of the terms were in Hessian dialect, so I had to learn what they meant. I didn't know what they meant. There were also terms like book burning, 33, respect, or together, or cheers. They send in words with all kinds of associations.
Another of the city's landmarks, the Alte Oper Concert Hall, held a premiere of a very different kind. Its facade served as the screen for Changing Times, a light artwork by the Karma Kina Design Collective. In it, the Milan artists tell the story of the opera house in 5 acts. The 10-minute show covers the decades from its dedication in October 1880 through its destruction in the bombings of World War II and its resurrection as the city's famous concert hall. The great value of this project and effort comes from the combination of new methods with old materials. With the aid of new technologies, we succeeded in telling the story of the theater, and we used old documents gathered from Frankfurt's museums to do so. These were photos, illustrations, and videos. The Luminale takes place every 2 years. It's also known as the Biennial for Light Art and Urban Design. It lasts for 6 days. The aim is not just to dazzle visitors, but to encourage them to rediscover the city and think about sustainable urban development.
I always thought I knew Frankfurt very well, even the parts of it that lie off the beaten track. But at the Luminale, this year's festival included, installations are happening in places I had completely forgotten about. And the event spotlights history and information that one might not have even been aware of.
One venue is St. Catherine's Church. The project Katharinenpassion by Viennese artist Victoria Köhn has transformed it into a multifaceted work that involves light, sound, and silence, a space that visitors can explore and linger in. The project examines the role that churches play in the public spaces of today's cities.
To me, they are vast spaces gifted to the public in the middle of the city where you can find peace and refuge, where your mind can wander, especially with this Katharinenpassion project. It gives visitors a space to relax and then head back into the world fortified, bolstered by the time they had to be alone with their thoughts.
The church's patron saint is St. Catherine of Alexandria, and the piece is also dedicated to her. She was a 4th century philosopher who was put to death for her Christian faith. She stands for an inner strength and courage. The Luminale is also meant to have a lasting impact. So what's left once the 200,000 expected visitors have left and the lights have gone out?
We hope that the event will leave many positive impressions, that it will have inspired discussions that will still be relevant after the festival, and that will feed into decisions made by the city about the city and how it's changing.
And the people of Frankfurt can already start looking forward to yet another inspiring Luminale in 2 years' time.